All right, guys, this is another FSD 13.2.2 video. This is probably going to be, I think, the third episode of Driving with Jay, whatever we want to call it. We're still trying to decide on a title. We still have a few things to do. We're running around, so I'm going to get her to drive and use FSD and be honestly as critical as possible, because I think that's a good opinion to have. So go ahead. We have the navigation put in, so just press and hold to start.
Gorge.
Interesting. I would go the other way, but I guess that actually works if it decides this.
Object and path.
Yeah, I think it's because of this curb.
It really doesn't like curbs, eh?
Which is fair. Like, ooh. But it's fine. The curb is so low that the car is fine, but like... wow. Like, instantly changed its mind.
Yeah, that was like really fast.
Yeah. Which is good. It should go left. I wonder if it's going to change its mind. Oh, it's thinking so hard right now. It's a little route planner. Okay. So, I mean, like we said last time, and some people faulted us for it, but like the parking lot is definitely not done.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't even know where we are, to be honest.
I think we're just popping out the back side of this.
Gonna be you.
There's a road that they haven't paved in like 40 years, and it's so bumpy.
And it's not full self-driving's fault, but it just doesn't. It would be fine. It just doesn't avoid potholes and stuff currently, so
Yeah.
it'll drive that road at like an average speed, and then
Just like a rough ride.
it's just yeah.
We avoided even just driving.
So we'll
What'd
avoid.
you put in instead?
We're gonna go check out the farm.
Oh.
I'll just remove that stop, but it just
Okay.
forces us onto that road. So we drove. There's like I put up the time lapse, but we drove to Squamish and home from Squamish. 100% on full self-driving, which is like 120 kilometers is like an hour and 45 minutes.
But of course it can drive to Squamish and back.
Of course it can.
Unassisted.
Unassisted. Yeah, some people say that like, why wouldn't the car be able to do that? But still think full self-driving isn't good. But there's like no other car that you could. I don't think there's any other vehicle on earth that could take you to Squamish, even a Waymo. It just wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah. It was actually a very good drive other than follow distance. Because it was raining quite heavy. And then there was a lot of puddles, which
I don't think
it doesn't know
It doesn't
to
know
avoid.
about them. Yeah, which is too, but it'd be hard to. But then there was things like we were following a car that obviously looked like it almost hydroplaned because it hit like a huge puddle. And then we knew to slow down. And that was where one of the things, I didn't disengage, but I just like rolled the wheel down to like slow us down. But I don't think full self-driving would have any idea that that's happening. Like it wouldn't see a car hit a huge puddle and be like, oh, I should slow down.
Yeah.
This is the road we're trying to avoid.
I thought we were popping out at the end of it.
No.
Oops. Well, that's okay.
I think the worst part, honestly, is the part we missed, though. Okay, this is good. People on the road.
I personally don't like how it waits.
So tell me, you're driving, you're not. What are you doing, and what would you do?
I would move over right now.
Right now?
Like, into it.
Okay, so just give it a second. Like, obviously, hands on the wheel, but I think it'll move over. Yeah. But I do agree.
Not enough.
It's not enough. Well, it's hard, because it's like...
I get it from a...
Well, it's enough, but it's not, like, I don't know how to... It'd be almost interesting to, like, pull over and be like, what did you think about us passing?
Well, they were walking together, and then he moved in front of her.
But we do that,
because,
yeah,
but we weren't giving... If we had given them enough room, they probably would have stayed that way. And this happens a lot in our area because...
Careful. Move. Oh, sorry. You can engage. Did you not see that?
I did, but they're all hoity-toity about no disengagement.
No, disengage. I don't want a huge pothole.
Yeah, I would have, if I had seen, because we walk on that road a lot, and in our area, there's not really any sidewalks. It's farmland, so I get annoyed when people don't move over for us because there's no other option. There is no sidewalk to walk on.
Yeah.
And it's quieter road, so it's not like you're going to go head-to-head with someone, but...
Yeah, it's tough.
Again, that's another human...
Preference
and reaction to something. From their perspective, it's like, yeah, of course, or the car's perspective.
It's like, I didn't hit them.
Yeah, it's like, I moved over. What else do you want?
Yeah, because I was driving on my own to meet a client the other day, and the car, like, did exactly that. It didn't give much room, and I was literally on the video. It's one that I just posted where I was like, defaulting full self-driving the way we are.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the rearview mirror, another car came and gave less space.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
I guess that's just human
I've had
nature.
both. I've had people not even move over at all.
Totally.
And then people that go into the full lane like I do.
Yeah.
Just to be nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
we're exposed to that a lot more just because, like, where we live, like, people normally have sidewalks.
Yeah, I think people would be confused why there's humans walking down this street.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, sorry, a lot was happening there. I freaked out and asked her to disengage because there was, like, a large pothole that full self-driving sometimes will, like, avoid stuff on the road, but not enough that I would let it.
Potholes are hard.
That was a big one, though.
That was a big one. That was like a chunk missing from the ground.
Yeah. Like, I don't want the car to swerve and move everything.
And that's, how do you really distinguish that, right? Like
know.
a millimeter depth, which obviously
it doesn't know, yeah.
No, exactly.
But it's hard, like, I could see that and see that that's a hole versus, like, a little, like, bump in the road.
Yes.
That if we hit dead on would probably damage the car.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is tough. So this is one where I get nervous sometimes that full self-driving is going to too confidently follow this vehicle.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Fortunately, like, I'm in a position where I can tell you, you can get ready to disengage if you get free. Oh, no, it's nice. It's like going but not going, right? So
yeah, there's no cars.
that was comfortable.
Yeah. It didn't, like,
It didn't, like, just blindly chase that truck through the intersection.
But I find those intersections aren't great anyways, because even, like, as a human, you can't really see when there's another car waiting to turn
you're
to.
kind of, like, committing to the point where you're, like, once you can see, you're committed.
Yeah.
So that's where I don't know if this...
Have you gone down the one way?
Well, we can't this way.
Yeah, but on...
Yeah, Did we?
Well, the one way is interesting because there's a lot of people backing out. And so would the car
pick up
stop
for them?
For somebody backing out?
I think if they started backing out, but I think with reverse lights on, I don't know if it would.
This person's, like, creeping into our... Wasn't close, but they were definitely, like, edging into our lane. Oh, okay. It slowed down for that guy walking.
Oh, nice.
As it should. But again, that's a tough one where if someone's just standing on the street waiting, but they're not close enough, I wonder if the car would even stop for them.
I think if they're at a crosswalk, it does. Like, I think if someone's standing at a because I think it understands crosswalks.
But that wasn't a light activated crosswalk. That was just a line painted on the ground, basically.
Yeah. Still a crosswalk, what you call it, though.
We should go to the thrift store. Maybe on the way home.
Yes. So it's only been a few days, but you still... I don't think we've driven not together. But your default still would...
No, I did drive... where was it going? To the gym, I think. And I was thinking about how I just manually drove the whole time. And how
like, did you consciously choose not to use full self-driving, or you just drove and then you're like, oh, I didn't use full self-driving?
I think I consciously chose not to.
Interesting.
Yeah. Again, that's just, like I said, I don't drive often. So that's the funny part about getting, upgrading from our shitty old car to this one is, yes, it's very cool that, it drives for everything, but I enjoy the car as it is and driving itself. So it's kind of funny. You buy a nice car for the driving experience and then you don't even drive.
Yeah, but the driving experience, I think, is this, not this.
Yeah, but I think I find it enjoyable still to drive.
I mean, it's to each their own for sure.
If I was driving to the office every day, absolutely. I'd probably use it every day.
Yeah, but for, like, errands and running to the gym, you don't think of it as useful yet.
And I think I do have a lot of trust in it, but I do get more, like, I have more thought and kind of worry about things versus I trust my driving. Where with this, I would say sometimes it's not as relaxing as just when you kind of drive mindlessly, which I know is not how you should drive. But do you know what I mean?
Well, you're definitely always thinking about what it's going to do.
Yeah, I'm being cautious and being ready to take over, which is good. So you're engaged. Where when I'm driving, it's like riding a bike. I don't really think about it.
It's interesting.
Yeah. But again, if I was driving
But
to the office every day,
Yeah.
I would turn it on every day.
I think some of that comes from your inexperience with full self-driving. That's not to blame you, but it's, for me, I've been using it so much that like my muscle memory now is letting it drive. And so as relaxing as driving is for you, full self-driving is for me, because you trust yourself and I trust the car the same way you trust yourself.
Yeah.
So like you're kind of just like mindlessly driving, trusting yourself to do the right thing. I'm just like mindlessly supervising, trusting the car to do the right thing, but I can still take over if it does the wrong thing, but I'm not like freaked out. Yeah, you're definitely hyper aware and waiting for each decision it makes, but
yeah,
a lot of that does come from experience, like not experience, but like time spent in the seat with it. But that's where we've talked about the hardest thing, like how do you convince someone like, oh, just use this for the next 2 months and then maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
And the cost associated with it too.
Tesla keeps giving it away for free, which I think is the right option.
Yeah.
Especially as like each version gets better.
Yes, absolutely.
Like our friend Blair, I don't think I think Tesla would have to pay him to use full self-driving again.
Because he almost got into an accident, right?
Yeah, because he was on version 12 in the city. Okay, this is
interesting.
We're gonna have to kind of wait because I don't think we have enough space to turn right. No, we're fine. We have to like wait for. What if it'll back up?
It shouldn't.
No, it won't. Okay, we're good. I mean, this is a very like small.
That was interesting. That was a weird. I'm surprised that it even is really just like a one-way. Like it's not a one-way, but it feels like.
Well, I think there's like a big truck coming out of a small intersection.
Yeah.
How would you have done that?
Probably the same, if not waited. And let him in. I would have let him in front of me and then turned, because I was kind of stuck. He was kind of stuck, and we both were in that spot, right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Busy little parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it didn't do anything wrong. I just probably would have held traffic so that.
Sorry, I'm listening to you. This is really good. As soon as this car like made the motion to do the backup, we're stopped like way back.
Yeah, that was really good.
A human would get like nosed in, like the guy in our last video.
Yeah.
When you were trying to back in and he just
kept going,
boogieing right behind you. Like this car did a better job holding space for you, which was cool to see. So maybe it does interact and understand.
We are going definitely slow,
and we're stopping for like this guy, which. Good and bad.
He swung, so it definitely was making it.
And then this
but
person.
I feel like the guy behind me. Nope.
So that's weird that he
turned around. I guess he didn't really make a forward motion.
Yeah.
But the guy behind us will probably get annoyed with how slow we're going right now.
Yeah, and we're like stopped.
I don't know why we're stopped.
I think it's treating this as a stop sign, or like an intersection. We're very fortunate that we don't have anyone behind us. This part's really awkward. Like we're stopping a bunch in this intersection. Okay, so technically we're at our destination. It's right here on the right. I would want the car
to be able to go boop.
Yeah, no, well, it should just do it on its own. Like it should be like, because just for the sake of it, tap the brake. So you have like the car. So touch one of these spots to park and hit auto. So how the car is like seeing these spots, it should be doing that on its own in full self-driving, and then just like being like, I'm close enough to the destination. See, this guy needs FSD. Don't do anything.
Yeah, people are so funny about how close they follow.
Mm-hmm. So like
that was pretty good.
That was good. I mean, we were recording, but I won't put it on. You took longer to back up when we started this whole video.
Yeah, but I didn't set myself up there.
Oh yes.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Oh shoot. Oh, that's gonna be very loud. See you in a second. Okay, just finished up there, heading to TNT now.
Yum.
Same thing as before. Press and hold to start.
Off we go.
Off we go. Not really relevant to the video, but you won't notice. I put both of these mics in like kind of a, what's the word? Noise cancellation mode. So let me know if this half of the video sounds any better than the drive we just did.
A little hesitancy there.
A little hesitant. I feel like I was wondering why I was waiting, and it's because these two cars were coming.
Cars,
So I was like, oh, how embarrassing that full self-driving is it going? But then there's two vehicles that came by. So.
Yes. Oh, is it going to go around?
Oh, yeah, I guess it could actually. In some ways, I hope it doesn't.
This Tesla with this guy fully driving on the phone.
He's using.
You have Bluetooth.
Oh yeah, you have
Your
Bluetooth.
car is very nicely set up for that.
Wow.
We're supposed to go straight.
We should just go.
And he's.
It hesitated here last time.
Yeah, it really doesn't like this. Oh, okay.
Oh, we are going right. Okay.
Not the maps isn't right.
But see, this is bad. Where we're like, we turned right so late that now we're like in the middle of the road. And we want to go left now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So FSD kind of like, wow, I'm shocked you're not intervening, but I appreciate it.
This lady is completely walking sideways.
There's a lot going on here. We're not helping with where we're currently like, oh no, never mind. I thought
we're not that bad, no.
Oh wow.
This guy's waiting for us.
Thank you. I thought we were way
I know, I was
worse.
like, why are you panicking? We're on the right side of the road.
Because from over here.
It's like, I don't know. It kind of went off the map.
Yeah, it definitely went off the maps. It's trying to get us like onto this road, which I appreciate. This is better.
Yeah, that was interesting. It should have, because the maps is taking it through
we're definitely off. Like the maps were over there. We're over here.
I don't know why it loves coming out of this way too, because this is the way we came in, and it's not a good.
No, but it's good. I wouldn't. Again, this is nav stuff, so I wouldn't fault it. But this is the best way to get to this busy road.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because you can't turn left here and to turn right. Like this fully makes the most sense. We're probably the first human being that's ever come to a stop at the stop sign. So this car behind us
before the speed bump too, which is quite interesting. Okay, this is a very weird turn.
This is exactly
this is where we came in, which is quite tight. I can't see anything. So
I can see. So we're good. I think we're just creeping for visibility. So is this guy actually going to come in? And then if he does, are we going to go?
Yep.
Wow, that was really good.
Because that was much more seamless than us trying to like insert ourselves like the truck did. Like if we had just done that with the truck.
I see what you're saying, yeah. But I think the truck was waiting just because there was traffic.
I would personally get in the left lane to go around this big truck. But I think Matt, thinks that we are...
Well, also you're in standard. So I bet, watch, hurry. I bet we will. Maybe not.
Don't put in hurry.
I just wanted to show you the difference of hurry.
Yeah, because there's quite a short line there and the big
I think we were too late for me to show it to you, but hurry almost certainly would have done that. Like that's the difference between the profiles.
Which again, like, doesn't matter.
So it's just hard. Like you're wanting to be in standard / chill, but then when the car doesn't,
I want both. I want it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which I get. It's hard to
appease
that, yeah.
Like they're doing their best with the three profiles that have like very distinctly different driving patterns. But then no matter what, if none of the three are the way you drive, you're going to be like, this is stupid.
Well, most people aren't. Everyone's dynamic drivers too. So it's kind of hard to put people into a box. I drive cautiously, but still...
To save time?
To save time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. That's kind of how I would like...
If there's a lineup and there's 20 people in the line, I'll choose the one with 3 just because efficiency and being, effective when driving, not...
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm going out for a Sunday cruise and you just want to drive, then you would sit in the long line, which is what the chill profile is probably indicating.
I think some level of that starts to go away the more you use full self-driving. I think like I was reading a post this morning or yesterday, and these people were just saying like my road rage is effectively gone using full self-driving. Because once you like remove yourself from like every decision, and you just...
I don't think it knows we can go in here. Though it's probably
better than to go around.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to navigate that whole parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would go around the bus, maybe, right? Like, I guess it's pretty tight.
Yeah. Couldn't see the... Oh, no, you can't go that far.
Which?
Oh. I was trying to see if there was cars in front of the bus.
I don't think so. It sees the bus, but no cars. Nothing in front of it.
Yeah. So the guy in front of us just went around it. I just saw him do that.
Probably, yeah.
But again, that's why it's hard to pick a profile because
But we're
I just said I would go into a better line, but I'm like,
yeah.
the light's red. Like we're not gonna get that much far.
That's
like,
actually
faster.
true. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I just feel like it's very close to the curb. Not not
really?
to hit, but I guess it was just trying to
I was
move
just
over.
moving over, yeah.
Which makes sense. Curious how this is because this is a bit of a zoo.
Yeah, and even like looking at the pin, I think at best it's just going to stop us in front of the store. I don't see it.
It should go.
Yeah, I think we're going to go. I don't think there's a world where it parks for us here.
No.
But there is a lot of pedestrians, which is cool to like see the interaction. Slowing down for the speed bump. Which I appreciate. These are like big speed bumps, so I'd rather it has it like slow down.
See, it's hugging left here when everyone else is hugging right, which I find is interesting. Like we're very centered. Oh, there we go. Now it kind of turned itself out. Okay, parking time.
And then any one of these, just back into one of these ones. You back into it.
I back into it?
Yeah, you back into one of these.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Go out and then go like up a little bit and have full self-driving park now. And I'm going to throw a timer on the screen. Yours is actually quite quick,
it's not a speed race.
Well, no, I'm just genuinely curious, like, without that on your mind, car versus person, like, you just do that one again. Like, how comparable is full self-driving parking to you? Uh-oh.
I think I kind of put it in a weird spot.
Yeah, I'm going to say FSD lost. Where's it going?
I don't know.
There you go. Okay, well, in this one, I think you won.
Ooh. That
was
was
very
close.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I think FSD was slower, but smoother. You definitely, like, turned more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, okay, we're here. Bye.
Clap, clap.
Clap, clap. Okay, but you gotta explain, because it's a cool thing.
Sorry. Holy. A lot of rules in this car.
A lot of rules. Okay, we're done now. We're heading home. This is more for someone that doesn't own a Tesla. We have our home and where she works put in as destination, so it's really convenient. From the screen, you literally, I'll let you do it, but you just tap home, and then it navigates you to home, and then with the new FSD, press and hold to start. So it's like 2 taps of a button. Your car is like set up to drive you home.
Which is pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah, we're in like the back parking lot.
Yeah, I don't think we can, again, like, I don't want to fault it for much of its like parking lot behavior because it's so
this is the opposite direction.
Like, I think to get out, you have to go.
It thinks that it can get out right there, which is not true. There's not a through road.
Interesting.
I wonder what it's going to do to...
The only thing I like about this is you see, like, how the car
is thinking.
Thinks and, like, solves problems. Because, like, right now it wants to turn left. And it's like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, there's an exit here.
Yeah, but it's not where it's showing really on the map.
Yeah, it is odd.
Oh, kind of.
No, it's
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not in a huge rush. We'll let it do what it's doing. But this is
It's a major pothole.
Clearly wrong.
Though.
No, that was wrong.
No, yes, but I would just drive through. Oh.
We'll let it do it once more for the fans.
That was its strategy, just to go, oh dear.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm just going to stop it.
Are you?
Well, we're going in a circle, Dad.
Yeah. Let it do the circle.
No.
Aww.
We're going to put ourselves here and then try that again. Because it'll hopefully then just go left.
We'll stop. Yeah. Okay, let this person... They're also lost.
Maybe they're FSDing too. Good?
Yeah, go for it. Okay, we should wait. Oh man, we pulled out in front of this person.
Oh,
Who's
so
genuine?
she's very confused.
Not in front of. I'm just saying, like, I was hoping to not like have to interact with somebody.
Oh,
It's an aggressive break. Oh,
oh dear. Get me out of this parking lot.
parking lots.
This is why I don't like when you do summoning.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because parking lots are just so chaotic and they've got so many variables that aren't just like the rules of the road.
But my worry about us hitting somebody or something right now is like effectively zero. Like, I don't. The car's gonna maybe do something like that'll embarrass us.
Mm-hmm.
But above all else, the car will not get in an accident. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, summoning is potentially embarrassing, but I'm not worried about it from a liability standpoint. As a human, what would you have done there?
I probably would have skirted in front of everybody, but
Yeah, same.
I don't think I wouldn't fault it for being
Well, no, because what I did was
cautious.
like legal.
Yes, exactly. Oh, whatever that was in the car.
Chinese food.
Don't tell them that.
The parking lot doesn't count. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, so that it's not the liability, just to go back to that. It's I just think it's forever going to get stuck in a loop like that potentially.
Yeah, possibly.
Which I get you're watching it, but it's not ready for parking lots in my opinion.
Yeah, like I think
I'm surprised that they're rolling out summoning already.
Oh wow. I mean, it's gonna have to start somewhere, and where it's at, I don't think it would ever hurt anybody. So, if what they roll out embarrasses people, I think that's okay. I mean, literally, the girl was doing the same thing as us.
Yeah. So I think it's letting
being nice
this
and letting this
person
girl
in.
Yeah. And it's actually good. Like we're letting them in, but also like continuing to go to not.
Yeah,
let
I think it was
person
also checking to see if anyone was going to turn left there. I think because that was a left turn lane that someone was giving a gap to.
Yeah, it felt good though. Like
I'm surprised that it let. I don't think I've ever seen it let something in before. Let another person in.
Oh, I've definitely noticed that, especially when traffic is bad. It's like I'm gonna be stopped anyway, so I'll let a person slide in here.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it'll do the same thing here.
Oh,
no.
Sorry, truck.
But there's a good mix. Like they weren't far enough ahead.
No,
to really...
that person was pretty aggressive. The person in front of us.
Yeah. Like you want to be polite and let people.
We want to go far.
So this is where
lane.
it's going to be. I can tell right now if we don't get in that lane, it becomes a whoa. I'm shocked that it got over this soon. That's really good. Because we're turning left. I could have for sure seen it go.
In 200 meters, yeah.
I could have for sure seen it try to go way up there and perhaps get in.
I think it probably knows that it wants to go over within 200 meters, I would assume. No?
Yeah, but I'm surprised it doesn't take that lane a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. And then you'd look like the asshole trying to merge in.
Yeah. Yeah, which is the worst.
So I've definitely had FSD do that where it waits too long to make the initiative to get into a turning lane. And in traffic like this, you won't always get in.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was really good then. I don't like this left turn.
Why?
Because the inside, there's that pole right there, and then these people on the outside creep in, and it's just not a enjoyable left turn from a comfortability standpoint.
Okay.
But I think we did it with FSD the other day, and it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, there's no real like road markings, so it's easy for other people to creep over the lane too.
And then you want to hug tight to the shoulder, but then they have the...
But not too tight to hit that pole.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what it does.
But they're like... I think
no. Okay, this is good. We would have sped up a lot of that because we were just talking. I think that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
That went through a stale yellow, but I would have gone through it. Personally, would you have?
Yep, I would have gone through that.
Yeah.
Especially because that light's long.
All right, get over it now. I don't know why it's hesitating. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that was good. Oh, this person's coming over. That was not on the car. That was on that person that was
Yeah.
creeping. Why is it so busy right here? Interesting.
I don't
That
know.
was really good. That was a very dynamic maneuver
Yeah.
to get around people. I guess. Oh, are we in? Oh, it's because we're in hurry.
I didn't want to tell you until a little while later.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why is it being so
some of the more like impressive maneuvers that FSD can make are in hurry mode.
Yeah.
So that like navigating around and doing those things, I'm almost certain it's because we're in hurry mode, because otherwise we would have just sat there.
Yeah.
So there's parts of hurry that I don't like, but then seeing it do that is very cool.
Yeah. No,
that feels very like,
it felt aggressive but safe, which
Yeah.
is nice. And I think I
Yeah,
correlate hurry with being too aggressive where it becomes unsafe, which I guess is not.
Yeah.
It's always going to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's
we can
funny.
leave it on until you dislike it, just to like get a feel for how.
My only thing is follow distance, and that's what I've said
Mhm.
a couple times, which
For the most part, people agree with me online when I like post videos discussing follow distance. There's some people that say that because the car can stop at a subhuman speed.
yeah, but like that's not
Yeah.
a nice experience for anybody.
No, I know.
And I think we talked about the last time. I know, or we talked about going to Squamish. I know that it will stop, but the person behind me is probably following very close.
Yes.
And I don't want to get hurt.
Yes.
Which, yeah, the seatbelt's going to engage, but if you do a rough enough stop, it can impact you for sure.
For sure. Yeah. No. We've kind of beat that to death, but it's true though. It's like the one for me main gripe that I have with the driving habits of full self driving.
Yes.
So I would go in that lane.
Yeah, I would too.
That's a small. The car definitely sometimes does that. Not always.
But that's fine. There's really only a difference of two
Mhm.
vehicles. One vehicle, really.
Super minor. Like
Yeah.
just. No, which I go?
Yeah, I know.
So this is a similar left turn, but this one has, I feel like, a better line marking, and it's
Yeah.
not as big of a corner.
This one I feel comfortable in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's getting over. Oh.
That's hurry, for sure.
Oh. Okay, I would have sped up there.
Yeah, I would have sped up.
We're going 60.
I would have ran that the same way it did, but I would have had a little bit more gusto about it.
Yeah. We just passed the 70. Oh, there we go. Now
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be in the fast lane right now.
Yeah.
Because we are going under the speed limit. Yeah.
It
never speeds up, hey?
No, it has no like.
That was a pretty stale yellow.
Assertiveness with the. Well, I think, and I'd have to look at the video. Like we have the max speed offset to 15% or whatever. I think it was going the fastest that we've like kind of told it that it could.
Oh, interesting, because the speed limit was 50.
Yes, and so I think it going 60 was the fastest us saying it could go.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's where there's the weirdness of like, I want to be like, it's so granular, but day to day, only go 10 kilometers an hour over. But if you need to get like past something, you can go beyond that. It's kind of like.
Well, I'm sure the levels of customization will just increase.
No, Tesla AI has said that like they want to remove customization.
Oh yeah, I guess because you're like, this is how I drive, and then they're gonna say that's not how you should drive. You should drive like this.
Yeah, they literally said, and I get it. They're like, every human decision is the wrong decision. So like removing human decisions from the equation is better, and I get that, but that only works when the robot that takes over the human decision is perfect.
Exactly.
And because it's like just kind of still getting perfect, it's in a growing point where they're like taking away the options for like follow distance and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but now this brain isn't quite good enough to like handle that.
Yeah.
Because probably in the future it will just be able to like dynamically speed and do all those things. I had
It's such an early turn signal.
It's very early.
There's nothing wrong with it, but
it feels weird.
Feels very.
I would never signal that early.
I'd probably signal here.
I would signal already for sure. Yeah. I had a European guy or someone over in Europe, I think, because I was critiquing the car for not speeding, saying it was like going the speed limit. Okay, we should slow down. I guess we're gonna get stuck behind the truck. Just saying that it should go at least 10 kilometers an hour over. And then he's like, what are you talking about? Why do you want your car to speed? Like, doesn't everybody just go the speed limit there?
I know.
Because he's like, in Europe, like, you don't speed. You go the speed limit. For him, that's what he said. I have no idea how blank of a statement that is.
Yeah, that's quite blanket. Probably just where he lives.
But I don't think there's anywhere in North America that you could get away with going the speed limit on every road and not get, like, honked at or, like, tailgated.
Yeah, I think that's just culturally the difference, too. I bet in Japan, everybody goes the speed limit.
For sure.
Because that's just, people are like, that's the speed you're supposed to go?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, well, it was another fairly easy drive. We'll end it before we get home, but...
Yeah, nothing too complex.
Besides the, the parking lot is apparently just the black hole.
Demise.
Yeah. So besides that, I think it did everything. Well, you disengaged for the pothole, which perhaps I like yelled at you, so you perhaps didn't need to.
Yeah, a few interesting little tidbits with the that car too, the truck coming out and us going in. To that small lane. That was interesting, and then the loop that I got stuck in.
That's what I'm saying. The parking lot stuff. I like. It's fun to show it, but I wouldn't like fault it for that yet. But yes, the parking lot. It sucked at for sure.
Yeah.
But from like a drive standpoint, I think, again, other than the pothole, it did everything for us, right?
Yeah, it was great.
So, good job. See you in the next one.
We're turning it off so you don't know where we live.
Yeah. Bye.